All right, we're here in the rainforest of North Texas in the jungle, and Brian is sitting in the back of a vehicle like he's overlanding or something. What are you doing over there?
That's right, because this month we are sponsored by Scotty. They make these super cool, easy to build, easy to camp and take with you grills. These are great for overlanding, these are great for camping and hiking, and we love our overlanding, so that's why we care about it. This thing can be used with wood, charcoal, or gas. Has a line right here, use the tank as small as this. It can be put together in 2 minutes, and within 15 minutes of use, it's cool enough to take it apart and put it in its temperature-resistant bag, and you can be on your way. If you'd like to win one for yourself, all you have to do is subscribe to Texas Truck Channel and comment on any video in the month of June, and we'll draw it at the end.
All right, boys and girls, we are here and we're at the hill. We've got the main line, we've got the hybrid, and we've got the bypass, but we've got something that's gonna make the main line not a problem. It's been a while since we've had one like that. And Brian, that is?
The freaking Bronco Everglades. And you know why it works so well?
It's green.
It's green, that's why. Also, if we ever needed to use a winch, Craig, which I'll be honest, we've had several vehicles with winches, we've never used them once.
No, we have the C4 trimmer.
Oh, that's right. We pull a child on a power wheel out of the ditch. That's right, I forgot about that. So you have that. You can pull up to 10,000 pounds of children, which is great. That works really well. So let's talk about how this is gonna do, how we think it's going to do. Unlike the Sasquatch package Broncos, which this is based on, this does not have a disconnecting front sway bar. So if we were to twist it up, it will articulate a little bit less than the others would. So the benefit of this one is that, well, it's all about water. We don't have a mud pit here to go through, but we could, if we wanted to. Fording depth is over 3 feet. It's about this high.
Is that what these markers are for?
Maybe. These are, I don't know what these are. These are like little see-throughs. Maybe this is like, hey, you're in trouble. Maybe this is like, hey, call your insurance company. Maybe this one's
I know what this is.
What's that?
That's where they found a Sasquatch.
Okay. No, that's the Sasquatch is the package. Whatever. Anyways, moral of the story is this thing's awesome. And I think it's my favorite package of Bronco in terms of trim and everything else. So, but let's talk about off-road approach angles. You've got all of it. Coming around here, you've got 35-inch tires. These are not mud terrains, which kind of doesn't make sense for a
No, Brian, no, it's a mud terrain. It says MT.
No, that means maximum traction.
Oh.
That's a little trickery that Goodyear's doing. I don't love it. But also this tire's incredibly noisy. I don't understand how it's so noisy yet so not as good as a KO2. Just gonna put that out there. We have driven a current Goodyear Wrangler on a different vehicle recently that was actually quiet and gripped really well. It was on the Ram TRX.
But it was a Territory AT, wasn't it?
I think it was. It was better than this though.
It was.
And I would argue has as much grip as this, for sure. So anyways, all that out of the way, these wheels will kill her. That's probably worth something off-road, for sure. Coming around, if we do have a breakover problem, because it's the long four-door, see that?
Yeah.
Rock rails.
Not gonna be a problem.
Covered. This is the kind of vehicle, in fact, I've tested this off-road already, if you couldn't tell. We were at Whole Foods.
What?
And this all happened.
Oh, wow.
Anyways, I've rubbed the belly, and it just scrapes over everything. It just doesn't matter, because Bronco gives you bash plates everywhere.
That's good for getting groceries. That's really good.
It's really good at Whole Foods, for sure. Out back, you've got, again, a flat top fender. You know why this is flat? That's a radius.
Kombucha.
Well, yeah, you can put your kombucha right here.
Yeah.
Also to hold the mud.
Oh.
So you can save it for later. For
that's good. Smart.
For that. Out back, you've got a bumper that is not modular or metal like the front one, but it just doesn't matter because the departure angle is really solid on this. Mechanically, we have lockers front and rear. 50-50 split in the middle. We also have a 4-auto function, which gives you the best of all worlds. So really what Bronco does is says, oh, what kind of engineering tools can we give it? And then they give it all. So that's what it is. Suspension-wise, because it's based on Sasquatch, you do have the Bilstein shocks that are adaptable, and they are controlled by the drive modes themselves. So let's show them drive modes real quick.
Let's do it.
Let's start this puppy up, take it out of Craig mode. There we go. All right. Almost out of gas, mystery. Okay, so down here are the drive mode controllers, the GOAT modes as they call them. And as you spin this left and right, it changes up here in the dash, as you can see. So we're in normal. You also have eco, who cares, sport, woohoo, slippery, mud ruts, sand, and rock crawl. What we don't have here in absence of this one, Craig, is Baja mode.
Ooh.
We don't have that. But you do still have your front locker, rear locker, and trail turn assist. This is really cool. We'll drop a little clip in here. Basically, you turn as far left or right as you can, and it will lock the inside wheel and drive the other 3 wheels and make this thing kind of turn on a dime. Really cool trick. Makes it great off trails. So, for this run up, Craig, I want to put it in 2-wheel drive, open diff, and just see what happens. And kind of explain to him how we do our testing and why.
Right, so what we're gonna do is, look, we know this thing will make it. That's not a problem.
Yeah,
but we want to test the systems and the goodies it's given us. So we're gonna try it with the least amount of goodies as possible, beginning initially, and as slow as possible, to force it to have trouble with traction. And then maybe we'll need a goodie. We'll add a goodie on here, we'll add a goodie on there, and see how many goodies we have to add on to get all the way up. All right.
And look, we know we could bash up this and like any car, you go fast enough and break the nose off, it'll make it.
Yeah.
This thing will probably make it if we just bounce up, but let's show the tools and how they work.
Right, because some cars struggle just getting to the obstacle. And so one of the things that I think we'll see here is even just in 2-wheel drive mode with no goodies, we'll get to the obstacle pretty easily, so. Still in too high, still making it. To the obstacle. The brown weight. Okay, we're to the obstacle and too high. We got to it, no problem.
Yeah, no problem, no rubbing.
And now we're on it, no rubbing. Okay.
Right rear is spinning.
Right rear is spinning.
So I'm gonna lock the rear diff.
Okay. In 2-wheel drive still.
2-wheel drive. I'm gonna roll back a little bit to do a reset.
Sure.
And see if it will do on its own.
Okay, so you can hear the rear diff is now locked. You have to roll it back to do that sometimes. Both tires are now spinning. And what happens is we've got a big obstacle trying to get over. Okay, so now we know we need a little bit more than that. So 2-wheel drive, 2-locker. Now what are you gonna add on this one?
I think the next logical step, and I'm gonna stay out of the modes. I'm gonna turn the rear diff off. I'm gonna go to 4 auto.
Okay.
Which is the next least severe feature.
That's correct.
And I'm gonna just crawl it. I think it'll just make it up.
Okay, let's see. All right, so what 4 auto does, it doesn't necessarily lock the center diff, but it does allow all 4 wheels to spin as needed. And so the next one up from there would be 4 high, which locks the center diff. So let's see what 4 auto does. Again, we took the rear locker off, so it won't have that, but it will have the front wheels to help it. The obstacle. We're going to give it some more throttle, and it's just up and over. Okay. Well. All right, so we definitely made it up. Hopefully, showing those features do kind of show that you don't need them all.
Now you don't need them all and look, this is a very steep hill. The camera flattens it out. But we've clocked that step at over 50 degrees, 53 degrees in that step. And then the overall is about 22, 23, which is quite a lot when it's all loose.
Yep.
But luckily we do have a big fat tire.
Yep. And
it does grip pretty well in this loose stuff. I do want to try it with its trail control system and let it drive itself up.
Okay.
And I think that's really all that's worth showing, to be honest with you. Everything else is kind of like a variation of working.
Okay, so 2-wheel drive only?
Well, I'm doing trail control first.
Oh, trail control first, okay.
So turn the radio on here.
Which probably makes you go in 4 auto at least.
4 low.
Makes you go to 4 low.
Makes you go to 4 low. And then I'm gonna let it just do it on its own using the cruise control button at the slowest speed possible.
Which is 1 mile an hour.
1 mile an hour, everything's open, diff's open.
Okay.
So the center diff is locked.
Okay.
But the either end can still spin. So let's see what it does.
We'll let it take over. Okay.
All right, no feet at all.
That's pretty impressive. So Brian, trail control just kind of
boring.
But if you're new to off-roading, you're not sure how to get over an obstacle.
Oh, it works.
You just kind of put it on and it kind of gets you over.
Yeah, that was like, it didn't spin at all.
Yeah, and
I'm
4
a little
high.
blown away, yeah.
Oh no, it was 4 low.
4 low,
I'm sorry,
and traction control was off, by the way.
Right.
It just did it. So I did notice when we got the front nose up, it went over 1 mile an hour with just its own momentum.
Sure.
Let's go 1-wheel drive and bounce our way up this
Let's
thing.
do it.
Hopefully the winch doesn't fall off.
So the good news is with 1-wheel drive is it's definitely way more fun. So we'll see what happens with that.
Hey, it was trail control controlling backwards. I was like, what's fighting me?
So yeah, what just happened here?
I was backing down the hill. I didn't realize trail control was still on. It was backing down at 1 mile an hour.
So trail control works in reverse too. That's pretty neat.
That's pretty cool. Didn't know that. Okay.
And as expected, we knew it would do it with momentum, and that's why we do it slow, to show you what it can do. Well, Brian, exactly as expected, we knew we really wouldn't have a problem. That's why we didn't start with that, because it would have been a really boring video.
Things are freaking beasts.
So
like, we have full-size trucks struggle a lot on that.
Yep.
And crossovers usually can't make it at all.
Right.
So that's just, these Broncos are really good off-roaders. Despite their no roof, they're awesome off-road.
Yeah. It's kind of like, you know, driving fast. If you drive fast on a track and you're doing good, it looks like you're going slow.
Sure.
When a vehicle makes this obstacle look boring, it's really capable.
It's just that confident.
For example, go to look at our Ford Maverick video. It's a front-wheel drive vehicle trying to get up just a bypass line.
What's happening?
And it struggled mightily. So just goes to show how capable this is.
It really does. You want to show them the rock climb and see if we can do that real quick?
Yes, let's do it. So we've got a rock climb, and we'll see if we can get up that.
Basic bonus, that's it.
Okay, we got a little bonus here, and what we've got over here is kind of noisy, but we've got this big rock ledge that is quite tall. You kind of see me next to it, but it is up to my knee. I mean, that's a pretty good step and a good test of what's going on here. So, Brian, I'll do my best to try to spot you, but you've also got awesome cameras.
Well, there's not a Ford camera on this one.
There's not a Ford camera on this one?
Correct, it's all on the rear.
Okay, Brian, I'll spot you.
Yeah. Low and everything's locked because I don't want a bunch of wheel spin. Because if we slide off this thing, that's where things get broken. Right. So we want the maximum amount of control, and we're going to show you how good that works.
All right, so I'm going to spot him up the thing. All right, so there we can see the articulation. You can see how massive that step is. Get the tire up in the air here.
She gets tucked over here.
It's fully stuffed on this side.
She gets room to grow though. Is that tire up over there?
Yep.
Okay. Look, the thing is, front and rear lockers, and this is not the only thing that does that. The ZR2s do that now too, and the Ranger Raptor will. It just gives you control over obstacles to prevent excessive wheel spin or things breaking. It gives the driver control more than anything else, and that's why we have this little rock hill, is just to show you wheels in the air and how that works. So thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe. We appreciate that. That helps us a ton to keep making these things, and we'll see you on the next one.